everybody, I hope you're happy and healthy at home. I want to share with you another Easter project for the kids to keep them busy. This one I think is fantastic. I combed the web and I found this one. This is homemade puffy paint, which again, if I were a kid, I think this would be fantastic, and I am a big kid when it comes to this stuff. So I think this is a lot of fun. Really simple. Back when I was a kid, my mother used to have a ton of projects like this to keep us kids busy. She called them, projects for a rainy day. And again, stuff you probably have around the house. So for the puffy paint, we're going to need some foam. This is just a regular Barbasol, some shaving foam, but it has to be the foamy kind. Some white glue, flour, and then food coloring. Also, you're just going to need some cardstock or really, really thick paper. Again, hopefully you'll have this stuff lying around the house. Okay, so what we have here in this plastic bag, I have a 1/4 cup of flour. Okay, I have a 1/4 cup of white glue. You can kind of see it in here. I've already put it in here. And then we're going to need about 3/4 cup of the shaving cream. Okay, and here I'm just going to put this in. I'm just going to eyeball about a 3/4 of a cup. And to me, I've done this a few times, so this works. This looks about good. And then whatever food coloring you want. You know what? Let's do blue. And this, at this stage here, you can probably put this in the bag and then the kids can get involved. So here comes the fun part. You know, I'm gonna put a bit more blue in. And I found this to be the easiest step because eventually we're gonna transfer it into the squeezy bottle. But to mix it all up, I found this to be really simple, and this is really, really fun for the kids to do because who doesn't like to mush things in a bag? Make sure this is sealed very well. The last thing you want is an accident and this to go exploding everywhere, right? So, mix it up really, really well. Now that the colors completely mixed, you can see all the food colors is mixed right through the product. I find if you just put it on the edge and squeeze it down, we can really force the product into the bottom of the bag. Now here's one of two things you can do. You can almost make this like a pastry bag. You can twist it and you can cut a small hole and the kids can then sort of draw around and play with it. I find with kids, it just gets to be a bit difficult. So that's why I like transferring it into these inexpensive squeezy bottles. So quite simply, we'll still take the bag. We will cut a small hole in the bottom. And then from here, this is where you want to come involved. I wouldn't, if the kids want to do this at this stage, it might go everywhere, but if they're careful, they can get it in the bottle. And then just fill the bottle. It's now full of of our puffy paint. And you can do multiple colors if you wish. In this case, I just have the blue. And now your kids can get really busy. I printed out on the internet just a bunch of black and white images maybe they can follow, something really simple. They can write their name, they can do whatever. I've just drawn a flower on here. Now, a quick little reminder when you're doing this, try not to do it on thin paper, like photocopy paper you might have. Because this is a very watery solution, it'll start to wrinkle the paper, so you want to have a thicker cardstock, Bristol board if you may have. These are just some thicker cardstocks that I had lying around. I folded them in half. And now you can almost create like a little greeting card. So this is so simple, everyone. It's so much fun. So from here, your kids can just squeeze out a little shape. And here, like I said, this one here, maybe I'm gonna do like a little flower. And if you want the line to be thicker, you can cut the tip of the bottle here a little wider. And now, look how cute this is. Again, your kids are gonna love this, I'm sure. Because I love this, I could do this all day. Right, so there's a fun little flower. So from here, we're gonna put this aside and we're gonna let this completely dry. You have to let this dry for at least 24 hours, maybe a little longer, depending on how thick they apply it. Okay, and just don't touch it, because if you do, it'll literally just wipe right off. So you have this here, and like I said, they could write their name on here, which would be fun. So here's Here's a cue card for May. And again, simple, let it dry, and you're good to go. And that's a really, really simple project for this Easter to keep your kids busy. So have a safe and happy Easter, everybody.